Morning, folks. It's a Friday morning, and with the weather and whatnot, I thought this might be a good time to break out the Reef Point soap. This one here is Earl Grey and Ginger. Really nice scent, especially for this time of the year. And it's a tallow-based soap, but that's what it looks like there on the inside. And nope, it's no longer in production. Matter of fact, I'm not sure if anybody makes a soap close to this scent here, but anyway, it's a pretty nice scent. I take that back. There might be one person. Anyway, I got the matching aftershave balm that I'll be using off camera there, but it is a pretty nice soap. I've got it whipped up here with a Yaqi synthetic knot brush, 24 millimeter. I've got the list down below, link to it if you want to go check it out. It is a pretty nice looking brush, very unique. You might be able to see. I don't know if the camera picked that up or not, but it's a pretty unique looking brush, and it whips up pretty nice, easy. Didn't take a whole lot of effort. There it is, there in the bowl. Just a really nice scent for this time of the year. Earl Grey has some good stuff there. And blade of choice today is Personna. You might have seen this kind of wrapper before, and I have it in. Let's just do it this way. This is called the Razorine. I've shaved with this a few times before. Called it a DE on a stick. And of recent history, they have also introduced another handle. One with, I guess you might say, a little bit longer maybe, and got some ribs along the line. This one here is the raw brass one. It is one of those that I like that you don't have to worry about the finish. In other words, if you decide to polish it up or something of the sort, there's no finish to take off. It just polishes up. Relatively easy to keep clean. I do like this particular razor. Reason being is it's the uniqueness comes with the safety bar, and it seems to me seem to be relatively easy to learn how to use. Like I say, with that safety bar there, that might make some people a little bit more secure, feel a little bit better about using one, or trying to start out with something that looks like a shavette. It's just a very unique design. Italian Barber has the switch that is something similar to this. Matter of fact, if I remember right, it's still on sale for about 20 bucks if you want to give it a try. I think this might be kind of hard to find due to the fact of, you know, how it's supply chain and so on and so forth. So in other words, Shave Nation, I think, is sold out of it. Also, Shave Nation, they added a, I guess you might say, a little bit of rubber to the handle if the help improve the grip, if that's something some folks were interested in. But hopefully maybe sometime here pretty soon, if you're interested, to get back in stock where you can get a hold of one of these. Because it, to me, like I say, once you get used to the fact that it's got a safety bar, learn how to use it, it does make it somewhat easier to use. But there is a learning curve, yes. Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Preshave soap. This one here is Holliday scented. What's left of it, it's getting smaller. Been using it for quite a while. You can kind of tell it doesn't take a whole lot of effort to work this into your skin. Get those whiskers ready to go. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Lathers up pretty easy. Preshave soap. And of course, not that this soap needed anything of the sort, would help lathering. But it sure does smell good. The scent just comes right off of the brush here. Smells really good. I think I have to look, and I doubt that I'll be able to find it in time before I post this this video, but I think I remember seeing somebody that has maybe just Earl Grey, not necessarily ginger with it. This particular shaver, as you can tell, it's got a screw there, thumb screw on that side, hold the front plate on. It is relatively flat. There's not any kind of curve to it or anything quite like that. So that's something to keep in mind. There are some differences between this one and the switch in that aspect. and it's designed where, of course, the screw stays all the way out on this side, and it's relatively easy for somebody like me that only uses one hand to shave with. Like I say, if you get used to this idea, it's a little different, and then I guess you might say, run-of-the-mill shavette. It's got a safety bar. If you take a little time and think about it, use that safety bar to your advantage, in other words. Like I say, it's just like a DE, it's just on a stick. It's just a different angle, different approach to it. Now with the shavette, I typically, what I do, I think I just caught myself right there. I don't think it'll bleed, but I did that the other day too. There's a little bump that happens to come up from time to time that it gets removed. But I think this shaver for some might be a good introduction to a shavette, just because it does have the safety bar. Like I say, if you can wrap your mind around using the safety bar at this angle, it being flat, you might find that it is relatively easy to use. But you can kind of tell. Okay, I'm back. Usually just do a 2-pass shave with a shavette. Like I say, it does take a little bit to wrap your mind around it, trying to get used to using a safety bar, especially if you've been using yeah, I did get it right there, didn't I? Yeah. I thought I might. The other day, I think I caught it, and it didn't bleed at that point in time, but I think I just went back over it, and I think maybe I got a better shot at it this time. And the Earl Grey, I mean, you just smell it, the ginger, you just smell it, just really nice scent. Matter of fact, this is the only one of Reef soaps that I have. There's something about this particular scent that when I got it, I just really fell in love with it. Quite some time ago, there was another Artisan that had a soap that was kind of peach scented. It was peach and with ginger peaches. There we go. And oh man, that scent was just really nice. And I'm not the biggest peach fan, as goes for scent, but man, it sure did smell good. And of course, this one here, I'm trying to remember, I think this one here, yeah, this is 4 ounces, and the ginger peach that I had was only 2 ounces, unfortunately, so it's long gone by now. As well as the Artisan. Like I say, for me, I find it pretty easy to use. Now, which handle you prefer, whether you get one that's shaped like this one here, or if you get the one with the ribs on it, or you get one that's got that coating on the handle to help improve the grip. It just really depends on what you're looking for. Like I say, I went with the raw brass because you don't have to worry about when you go to shine it up if you're removing too much of the coating, or if you do remove the coating. I guess you might say I was looking more longer term with it. The only thing that I don't know that it's available or not, I don't think it is, But that thumb screw, yeah, you want to make sure you got the plug in the sink, got it closed up, because I don't know that these are a replacement thumb screw is available. I find it kind of fun to use. It's so unique. Here in the near future, I'll do a video with the switch from Italian Barber. Kind of along the same theme, using the head of a DE, handle of a DE, except for the switches where you can fix it to you can switch in between the shavette style to a DE, especially if you got like a little touch-up area. Typically, in other words, I found when I first started, against the grain and with the grain passes were pretty easy to do. Across the grain might be a little bit more challenging for some folks. That's relatively new, so you can use that switch to switch up to the DE and catch maybe some areas that you need to use that's difficult for you to use it in a shavette style, but use it as a DE. So the switch, in other words, has that advantage to it. It's all in one razor, so in other words, you don't have two razors that you're working with. You got a 2-in-1, in other words. Pretty nice. Cool idea. Especially if you're traveling. You might be not sure, you know, what you're going to be in the mood for. Might be in the mood for a shavette shave or maybe a DE shave, and you got one razor that can do both. Yeah, this is going to sting a little bit. In that one area, we'll see what the alum block has to say here. It's going to let me know. I have to say though, this particular shaver, I do a great job on the cheeks. Not only are they smooth, but it seems like I end up taking a little bit of skin off. In other words, a little bit of stinging right here and right here. It's probably because I haven't used it in a while. Looks like it's pretty much already stopped right there. Go ahead and grab the witch hazel here. Mentholated but unscented. I say it is getting shallow in the container. May have to break out another container of witch hazel here pretty soon. Just a little bit of menthol. Help get the eyes open in the morning, huh? Like I said, I'll use the matching aftershave balm off camera. As it goes for aftershave balms and pumps, what pump is nicer than another pump? It seems like, you know, this pump here, this style pump, is pretty nice. I kind of like this pump. The way it comes out with ease and so on and so forth. One with a pump, in other words, or just an aftershave balm that doesn't have a pump. I think I'm leaning more towards liking the pump. It's just one of those things to throw out there where if you're thinking about aftershave balms and maybe you want to take one out of one container and put in another, I'm kind of thinking that the pump is a pretty good idea. Instead of just a container you squeeze out of that maybe you can't get much out of. Anyway, just a thought. Had a great shave. See, it's even stopped bleeding already. It's going to be a great day. It's Friday. What can you say? Hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe and have a smooth shave.